Well, Sammy, you're staying for another year here at Harriers, and what's your thinking behind that? Got some unfinished business?
Well, yeah, I mean, I love the club here, and I think it's run really well, and it deserves to be higher than where it is, and I just want to be part of the squad that helps do that. I think it's got a really good chance. Everything's run correctly here, and with the right players and a good manager, we can definitely get there.
Some of the soreness, if not all of it, but some of it is going to have eased from last season now. Upon reflection, what was it that made us fall that little bit short, and how do you think we can put it right?
Yeah, I think we had a great start to the season, and I just think we needed to grow a bit quicker, be a bit more solid at the back. I think throughout the season we conceded a bit too many goals, and if we would have tightened on there and sort of seen a few games out, such as like Blythe, maybe like the turning point, and we would have been a few more points up.
And the division is going to get no less competitive next season. The likes of Kettering are already confirmed. You ready for more of the same in that regard, I suppose?
Yeah, every team that comes in is going to step up, and it's going to be a challenge. Every team brings something different, and like I've said many seasons before, every game's a tough game, and we always prepare properly and try and get the win for all those.
When you sit down in the close season now and you try and think, right, looking ahead to the new season, I want X, Y, and Z. What are your goals for the new season, if you like?
I think being in the squad, being in the starting 11, playing as many games as possible is got to be everyone's aim, especially this early on in the season. When you're playing, you can sort of add targets to your game, but when you're preparing for pre-season, your first aim's that starting 11 shirt.
And we spoke a couple of weeks ago about the fact that the season just ended was probably the busiest one for you in terms of games played. It's going to be tricky to go one better in that regard, but that's the challenge, I suppose, if you started 30 to start 40?
Definitely, that's exactly what I'm thinking. I had my best season here last season, and the only way I can improve is by getting more games.
Do you feel that sense of disappointment around the place as well? And although we didn't succeed in the playoffs for the first two seasons under John Eustace, Matt Garden, it was the fact that last season altogether not getting there that felt really galling, didn't it? And everyone's determined to sort of put that right.
Yeah, definitely. Minimum we should be in the playoffs the way this club's run, and it was so disappointing. And it felt different. We used to be in the playoffs, and last season it wasn't like that. So it's definitely time to put that right and get back to where it should be.
And you understand the supporters' frustrations, of course, but I guess as difficult as it is, it's a case of just needing them to stick with us and stick with the lads and whoever the new gaffer might be, ready for the start of pre-season.
Yeah, as always, they've been there for every game, and even towards the end when we didn't have anything to play for, they were still there supporting us, and that's what's great about this club, So hopefully we can get a really good showing this season.
And the start of pre-season, I think, if my maths is right, 7 and a bit weeks away. Does that first day in the searing hot down cosy seem a long way away yet? Or?
Yeah, it's still important to get some rest in, but then we'll start many weeks before we're back, getting fit, ready for that first day.
And how much of that is down to what you do in inverted commas in your own time, really? Obviously, you start late June, early July officially with the rest of the lads, but everyone wants the head start now, don't they?
Yeah. Definitely, and that's the best way to be, and I'm sure every player's different, but I'm sure it's month ahead, weeks ahead, so lads will definitely be getting in their work before they even come in. So
is that down to mainly discipline as well, when you've got, I don't know, the telly in front of you and off on holiday to a beach somewhere to know that you've perhaps got to be thinking about getting into the gym sooner rather than later?
Yeah, I think when you're on the beach you can sort of, have your little rest, but when you're back at home I think it's down to your own attitude, and I think if you want to be the best, you need to start a bit earlier.